All right, everybody. I'm the host, Supreme Litigant. I'd like to welcome all of y'all back to Smart Local TV. Before I begin, y'all already know the routine. Please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you already have it, and turn that notification bell on. I'll give y'all a second to do that. All right, y'all. So what I'm about to show y'all now is that you are not crazy once again. These people have bonds. So let's go up. I want to show y'all the website that I'm on. This is the Alabama Secretary of Office, Secretary of State, whatever website. So I'm gonna click on some of this stuff down here, and I'm gonna show you um, that they have bonds. So let's see. You must file your oath of office with the Secretary of State. Okay, so that's not relevant here. So let's go back. Circuit Court Clerk. In order to receive your commission certificate as required by state law, you must file your original oath of office with the Secretary of State. As a state official, you are automatically, let me rephrase that, as a state official, you automatically come under the state blanket bond. There's a $5 commission fee required. So whoever the circuit court clerk is, they are covered under the state's blanket bond. That is their insurance. Circuit court judge, let's see what it says. In order to receive your commission certificate as required by state law, you must file your original oath of office with the Secretary of State. Circuit court judges automatically come under the state blanket bond. Let's go to the next one. Constable. In order to receive your commission as required by state law, you must send a copy of your oath of office to the office of the Secretary of State. The county probate judge of your county must certify to the Secretary of State's office that you were duly re-elected for a 4-year term, and that you have filed your oath and bond as required by state law. So they're not covered under the state's blanket bond. Let's see, what is this? So the constable has a bond. County commission, they probably going to have a bond too, under the state's blanket bond, actually. In order to receive your commission, in order to receive your commission certificate as required by state law, you must file a copy of your oath of office to the office of the Secretary of State. The probate judge of your county must certify to the Secretary of State's office that you were duly re-elected for a 4 or 6 year term, and that you have filed your oath and bond as required by state law. Notice y'all see all of these statutes. Just all these statutes, y'all. Just notice. So what was the county commission, county revenue? Yeah, they probably gonna be bonded too. Come to think of it, in order to receive your commission as required by state law, you must file a copy of your oath of office with the Secretary of State. The probate judge of your county must certify to the Secretary of State's office that you were duly re-elected to a 4-year term, and that you have filed your oath and bond as required by state law. District Attorney. In order to receive your commission certificate as required by state law, you must file your original oath of office with the office of the Secretary of State. This is a $5 commission fee, blah, blah, blah. As a district attorney, you automatically come under the state blanket bond. District Court Judge. In order to receive your commission certificate as required by state law, you must file your original oath of office with the office of the Secretary of State. $5 for the fee. As a district court judge, you automatically come under the state blanket bond. Notice you see all these statutes in here, y'all. Just notice. Municipal judge. Municipal judges are not required by law to be commissioned. As a municipal judge, you automatically come under the state blanket bond. Oath of office to be filed with the office of the Secretary of State. blah, blah, blah. Probate judge. They have their own separate bonds. If y'all go to one of my videos where I say what a judge's bond looks like on my YouTube channel, I'm showing y'all a probate judge's bond. In order to receive your commission certificate as required by law, you must file your original oath of office with the Office of Secretary of State, blah, 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 $5 fee, blah, blah, blah. See, now, if you're looking at this, you wouldn't think that they are even required to be bonded, but they are. Go look at that video I showed y'all. They're required to be bonded too. Sheriff. The sheriff has their own separate bond also, even though that they are duly elected um, by the sovereign people of Alabama. But anyway, let's go on and read it. In order to receive your commission certificate as required by state law, you must file your original oath of office with the Office of the Secretary of State. The county probate judge must certify to the Secretary of State's office that you were duly elected, re-elected for a 4-year term, and that you have filed your oath and bond as required by state law. Go look at that video. I say it's titled "What a Sheriff's Bond Looks Like," and I'm showing you what a sheriff's bond looks like. That's their insurance. A tax assessor and a tax collector, so they're probably going to come under the state's blanket bond, maybe. Nope. Looks like their bonds are separate too. But it says the same thing. In order to receive your commission as required by state law, you must file a copy of your oath of office with the Secretary of State. The presiding probate judge of your county must certify to the Secretary of State's office that you were duly elected, re-elected to a 6-year term, and that you have filed your oath of office, your oath and bond, as required by state law. Just want y'all to see this stuff now. So let's go to tax collector. It's probably going to say the same thing. Yep, it's going to say the same thing. So they bonded, y'all. You're not crazy. They have bonds. The problem is finding these bonds and locating them. That's the problem. So I'm going to show you what a blanket bond is in Alabama because I got a copy of it. Now it expired. So this is looks like a year-to-year type thing. So this expired on the 1st of this year. Let me make this a little bigger. Yeah, make that a little more bigger. 125. Name, insured mailing address, state of Alabama, 777 South Lawrence Street, Montgomery, Alabama. That's the state capital uh, in Alabama. I want y'all to notice this is in all capital letters because it's a corporation. If it's not a corporation, then why the fuck does it has insurance? Why is it dealing in securities and negotiable instruments if it is not a fucking corporation? So who has indemnified them? It may be this one right here. Producer information. It's probably them. Not really sure, but let's see. If you go on page, now I got this from the Division of Risk Management. I'm not saying that they sent me the correct policy, but this is a blanket bond because there is no specific one so-called individual mentioned in here. It's the state, so-called state. So let's go to page 27 because I scrolled through this. Add faithful performance of duty coverage for government employees. Now y'all have to when you're trying to determine if they sent you the right thing, you have to read over this. See what it says: securities, other property, money. They've construed these terms, so you would have to go to the to see what these definitions mean, what they're talking about. Is what I'm trying to tell you. But this is a blanket bond. Now, when I got it, they called it State of Alabama Crime Bond. That's what they called it. But I just put blanket bond right there because I didn't want to confuse myself when I go to looking for it. So I'm not really sure why they would add faithful performance duty, but I do know that is the language within the oath of office. For example, let me see. Let me show you. Give me 1 second. Let me pause the video. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I wanted y'all to see this. When it says I will faithfully, that's in regards to their oath of office. I, Jill P. Phillips, solemnly, notice this is not in all capital letters, by the way. Notice it doesn't say I, Judge Jill P. Phillips. Just notice that. Anyway, solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Alabama, so long as I continue a citizen thereof, and that I will faithfully and honestly discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter to the best of my ability, so help me God. Let's get up out of here. Faithful performance of duty coverage. They are required to have a bond. Now, the attorney, they can be tricky. They might send you the wrong information, or they might take out some of the information that you're asking for and not send you the information that you want intentionally. Because I had that happen to me in my lawsuit, my federal lawsuit. All right, sorry about that, y'all. I had to step away from the computer right quick. I actually lost my train of thought, but I have I have the insurance for the police officers who I had sued in my case. I have a copy of their insurance policy. But when I asked for it, their attorney, he intentionally gave me everything that I asked for except, let me rephrase that. He gave me the insurance policy as relating to the police officers, except he excluded where it mentioned the amount that they were covered under in regards to the police officers. He excluded that. So I had to go through the information and look. And then once I realized it was missing because there was some pages missing, then I contacted him for it. And he gave it to me with no problem. See, they just be trying you, man. Sometimes they do make mistakes, but that wasn't no mistake. He was trying me. But anyway, you're not crazy, man. You're not crazy. Matter of fact, I think I want to go on Dun and Bradstreet right now and look and see if the state of Alabama is going to be listed on Dun and Bradstreet. You know what? I think I'm going to go and do that. Let me pause the video and I'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. So right now I'm on dunandbradstreet.com. This is where you go, to look up business credit reports for corporations. So I'm going to look up a corporation called the State of Alabama. So we're going to say our other company, legal business name. We're going to say State of Alabama. I don't know the address. It's probably going to be in Montgomery somewhere in the state capital. And we're just going to do that because I'm not really sure the address and the zip code and all that stuff. So let's see what we get. What? What? Headquarters. That's where their headquarters is. Let's see what else we get. They do have a DUNS number, by the way. Is this what I just looked up? 777 Washington, Montgomery. As a matter of fact, it is in that oath of office. Not that oath of office, but where the bond is. Single location active. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. When I went to that website. Did I close that website? No, I didn't. Okay. So let's go back here. We're gonna go to like a circuit judge or something like that. Governor, P.O. Box, Montgomery. Where was it? I just saw. I don't know where I saw it at, but I saw. I know. It was on the policy. That's exactly where it was. Sorry about that. This address right here was on that policy. Let's go down here. No, it's okay. So that's 770 South Lawrence Street, Montgomery, Alabama. Not sure particularly where that is, but they have a DUNS number. So looks like there's more than one state of Alabama in here. So I'm just scrolling through. Shit, there's a lot of them. I tell you what. since that's the insurance, and I already have the address. What was that? It was that 770. Let's go to 777. I think that was Washington, maybe. And that was South Lawrence Street. Okay. So we're gonna go to South Lawrence Street. Was it 36104? I think. Let me double check, y'all. I gotta double check it. 36104. Okay, and we're gonna see what we can find. Okay, so no matches were found for state Alabama. Well, that's the address on their policy, so maybe I did something wrong or something because that's the address that we see on the policy. And we also just saw that they have a DUNS number. Not a DUNS number, but an account on Dun and Bradstreet. And if you were to go to number lookup and give them your email address and all that stuff, then you would find their DUNS number. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and end the video, y'all. But I do want y'all to know that you're not crazy. You're not. They have bonds. This is a corporation. The state of Alabama has an EIN number, and they have a DUNS number. I've never seen their EIN number, but I know they have a DUNS number because I have it. Not sure how you can go by getting the EIN number, but some people have actually, from what I've heard, gotten the EIN number from states and cities and so forth. Anyway, that will be the end of this video. The Supreme Litigant is out. Peace. You're not crazy? You're not crazy, my nigga.